Hi, welcome to my comic room. And normally when I get home after my LCS trip, I like to show off exactly what I got. And this one is slightly different. Although you didn't get to see it, there's a book that I picked up that I decided to read right away. And the reason why I decided to read it right away is because I was curious why I even picked it up in the first place. Now, there's been a book that came out recently, If Destruction Be Our Lot. 2 issues came out, and it wasn't a superhero comic, but it was a comic book telling a story, and I'm kind of curious on where that story is going. This book, I must have only picked up because of one of the covers, which was probably this one here. And the reason for it is I figure something I can collect with my fiance would be cat covers. And even though this is called The Dog Sitter, there are 2 cats on the comic itself. And I decided, let's read this and figure out why I actually picked it up. And at the end, I was impressed. I felt like the dialogue was, well, natural. That it was actually just me sitting in a room watching people. So, does that make me a voyeur? I mean, the story was good. The action, well, I don't want to say there was really action, except, well, maybe at the end, but not the action that I was expecting. And then the artwork. I was slightly impressed. It was clean. There are some books that come out that just seem kind of distorted, or if they were rushed. This seems like they had a significant amount of an idea of where they wanted it to go. So this book by Jamie S. Rich and Megan Levins, to me, was definitely a winner. I will be picking this up next month when it does come out. However, the one cover that I really was interested in was this one by Jay Lee. And he's done some amazing covers. I just like his style, and I don't know why, because it's different, or maybe that's why I like it. The other one, the 3-pack, is this one right here. And they are good, solid stock, so I will bag and board them. And eventually, I might get that Jay Lee signed and graded. The other one I picked up was Batman. And I did pick up 2 of those. And this was after the variant discussion I had that I was no longer going to pick up any variants. The Dog Sitter was purchased or ordered before I made that decision. This one, however, was pulled for me because it is on my pull list. That's Batman number 11. The one I decided to pick up is this one. I just liked the cover. I mean, it's so eye-catching. And that's what I want in a cover. Now, mind you, of course, I get the original cover on the inside. And I'm looking forward to reading that. Now, I don't want to say I went back on my word that I wasn't going to pick up any more variants, because it wasn't that I wasn't going to pick up any more variants. It was that I wasn't going to order them. So, it wasn't ordered. It was more of an impulse buy. The other ones that I have on my pull list was Fantastic Four, number 13. And Absolute Green Lantern number 16. The final book was more of a magazine called Comics, the Magazine. And this one, of course, is about comic books, and there's some interviews in here, which I do want to read through. And I still have to. The other one, of course, is my comic shop news, which I get all the time. It's a nice little freebie that my comic shop gives away, and hopefully yours does as well. I do have a few things coming in through, well, one through FedEx and one through the Postal Service. And the FedEx delivery will be a few boxes, which I'm hoping to use to help me sort through these. I need a few empty ones, and I need to start getting them in alphabetical order. I do have a show coming up in August where I do want to sell some more books. I also have something that a friend picked up for me at Heroes Con, as well as, I believe, MegaCon. So that is finally getting to me after all this time. Now, we just kind of forgot about it, and that's why it's been in limbo. And I'll show you that, just not today, because, well, frankly, it's only out for delivery. What else do I have coming in? Nothing, but I am going out. When I say going out, I'm heading to Texas, and I will be there for 2 weeks. I do plan on going to a comic shop locally in the area, probably on a Wednesday, to get my new comics and put out this video. But before then is the Hershey's Comic Con, and I'm going there for Jim Steranko. I want to get 3 signatures on 3 different books, and I have met him before, but only in the background. This time I want that full experience. And once those books are signed, which will be witnessed by JJL Collectibles, they will be off for pressing and then grading by CGC. Is there any new books that you picked up this week? Is there anything that you're willing to try? And is there anything else that you just decided you're passing on? Then, will you be at HersheyCon? Because if you are, I'd love to say hello and talk a little bit about comic books, talk a little bit about grading, and, well, if you want, we can talk about my comic room. Anyway, thanks for watching. Collect what you love, and most importantly, be kind.